EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Around 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Holiday. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On the carry.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple. That's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
By the Chiefs.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Was sacked by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. 21-0 our score after 1.
Chiefs 21, Patriots nothing.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brian Edwards, 27 yards. yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs head on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Edwards-Helaire.
Not running well.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
That was...
And maybe try and find one of those special plays.
That really should have been a pick.
And maybe try and hit something big and get
What?
things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Warner, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just got it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jake.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Again, it's Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got that 43. Check 3.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 59 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
What?
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry.
Hey, what's up?
Up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Because I buy too many toys for Sawyer. And she wants to buy a toy for Sawyer. She feels like she can't because he has too many toys.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
I know.
I just realized I
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Uh-huh.
I should have just brought my free gift. Mom already made me take the air fryer.
Ow.
She's like, take that.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Why?
Looking to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Work it inside the 15-yard line before it's
That's sad.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt?
COVID.
Minute now, the third quarter.
Last September.
Mm.
And then the other one she said was in August, but she said what she could be obituary.
On first down, Holiday.
Lauren?
Breakaway this time as they're going to stop.
Yeah, you cut out there for a second.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
The one that died in August, it said something about,
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We're back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout
Yeah.
so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I've got a headache today.
I'm sorry.
Well, I am playing Madden, so I'm going to let you go. All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, check, 59. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Mike 5'9".
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You must be dreaming. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Trap 60. Trap 60. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd. And 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4". Let's go, D. Let's go.
They run with Hines. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Right there. Check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey,
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 3 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Patriots.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, Mike's 50,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.
On speed upgrade. Damn it. Oh.